Assalamu alaikum. It was like any Jum'ah or Friday prayers, and we even had a guest imam give the khutbah or sermon that day. And it was actually very engaging. Usually I found them to be pretty boring, but I actually really liked this one this time. And after we prayed, I was about to go outside because all the guys would go outside because one of the brothers at the mosque owned a pizza place and there would be free pizza. So immediately after we pray, we would go get free pizza. But suddenly, after we finished praying, a brother stood up and shouted at the imam, "Your beard is not long enough to be leading our prayers." And it caused quite the commotion. You had everyone else standing up and shouting, some people with him, some people against him. But honestly, it was nothing surprising to me. All the time I heard things at my mosque like, "Your shorts are too short, your hair is too long, is that meat halal?" Or like, halal is sort of the way you would slaughter an animal. And these questions created deep rifts within my community. The Muslims were too focused on arguing on the little things. In my community, Muslims were arguing about who had the right interpretation of the message. But honestly, all this arguing really got to nothing because the real question we should all be asking is, did you get the message? Muslims were too focused on figuring out who they felt isn't Muslim. There's this constant cycle of Muslims looking down on other Muslims. Instead of looking down on one another, why can't we look up at the one who looks down upon all of mankind, Allah? We always talk about blessings and miracles in Islam as if they are a concept that cannot be realized by most people. But if we stop to take a look around, we could see so many. Whenever I go to my mosque, I see people everywhere from around the world. And that's just in my little Fredericksburg mosque, not like a place like Mecca during the Hajj. It's truly beautiful that Muslims from every walk of life can all gather in one place in order to show their devotion to God. That's a miracle in itself. To realize that even the most mundane things, like saying Assalamu alaikum or may peace be upon you, is so powerful. To be able to go anywhere in the world and be able to say this phrase and have any Muslim understand what you're saying is truly something that can only be found in Islam.